everyone, it's Mespi, and today we are going to talk about getting an apartment in Korea. If you're going to be here for more than a year, there are a couple ways to find an apartment. If you're going to be here for a few months, we're also going to talk about goshwons, which are sort of like private dormitories for students or for people that are going to be staying only a couple months. So let's get started with this video. Alright, so how do we get one? First of all, you're going to need some cash. The first way financially to get an apartment here in Korea is sort of an expensive way. You can pay a really high deposit and not pay rent. For example, you can pay up to from $40,000 up to $200,000 for an apartment and not pay rent. And the second way is a smallish deposit and about $300 and up for rent each month. Alright, now that you have your money, you can contact a real estate agent. There are a couple of offices in the neighborhood that you might be interested in. I'm going to put a picture here of what it might look like. Normally they have some papers with the information of apartments that are available. I'm going to tell you to be very careful with some of the real estate agents. Just keep your eyes open. Let me tell you really quick what happened to me 2 days ago. I went online and I found a perfect apartment, and we contacted the agency, and they suddenly said that the apartment was no longer available, which we thought was a little bit weird because normally they don't go away that quickly, right? So he said he would show us a better one. So we show up to the office and he takes us to a one room, which is over the budget that we told him, and the one room was horrendous. So we asked him, where's the apartment, and we saw these advertisements in your office, so what's going on? Can you take us to see them? And then he said, oh, they're not available. He gave us a whole bunch of different stories, and then he soon realized we knew he was lying. He once again changed his story, and apparently if they put false advertising to attract people, they could get in serious trouble. So we knew he was lying, and yeah, he kept changing his story. So just be very careful. Don't let them pressure you into showing you or trying to get you to sign with an apartment that's way over your budget. So just be careful of that. Alright, so what are some things that I should ask before signing the contract? Well, first of all, you want to ask how the whole deposit thing works. I've heard that sometimes they'll ask for a part of it, and then when you move in you give the rest. Or you just give them the deposit and the 1 month's rent right away. So you definitely want to ask that. Second thing you want to ask is an estimate of how much the electricity and gas bills could be. Some apartments are very old, so the insulation isn't that good. You might be turning on the heater or your air conditioning a lot, and let me tell you that that is expensive. So just be sure to ask that. If you are interested in getting a pet, also be sure to ask if they allow it. Some will say, awesome, go for it. Some will say, absolutely not. And some will ask for a $300 to $500 fee to let you have a pet. So if you are interested in getting a pet, be sure to ask that before you sign. One other thing you want to ask is if the apartment comes with internet included. There are a couple that do have free Wi-Fi, which is awesome for you, but there are a couple that don't. So if you're going to be staying here less than a year, make sure that it does include internet, because some internet companies don't really have the 1-year contract, or it's more expensive. So I'm pretty much stuck with a 3-year contract here. So I'm looking for an apartment now that has no internet so I can just switch it over. It was kind of a hassle to get the internet because I had to wait many days for someone to come and install all that stuff. So be sure to ask that. Before I forget, I've heard of some instances where the owners or the manager of the building will walk in without permission into people's apartments to do some sort of maintenance or do some sort of checking. So you might want to ask if that's something that they normally do. I don't know if that's normal, but just be sure to ask that, because I've heard some really hilarious and awkward stories about people walking in on other people or something. So be very careful and ask about that. And let them know if you will be signing. Let them know to let you know in advance if they're going to walk in and do some sort of maintenance. Okay, so first we need to go to zigbang.com, and once we're there, Well, obviously you're going to need to know a little bit of Korean. So let's go choose our province. I am in the Gyeonggi-do province. And now let's choose our city. I live in Osan and I want to find something in Osan. So right there. And here is the neighborhood. I'm going to leave it at that. And we're just going to click. You're going to see a map with a whole bunch of apartments available. But before that, let's set up our budget. Go up here. I'm going to set my budget at, let's do $5,000. Then we're going to do here our rent. So let's just do $300. And let's zoom in. Let's look for something near Osan Station. So here's a list of all the apartments with pictures. Let's just choose one. Alright, let's just choose this one here. And before you even look at the pictures, scroll down just to make sure that everything is good. So, $2,000 deposit, $270 a month, $30 maintenance fee. And sometimes it tells you if it comes with internet or not. So if everything looks good, you can go down here to the map and see if the area looks good. So very pretty area, very nice. And once you're ready, you can go ahead and contact the real estate agent. I would definitely have someone who speaks Korean call for you and arrange a meeting so you can see it in person. Okay, if you didn't find what you were looking for, you can also try Naver. Again, you're going to need to know how to type some Korean. So right here we have Osan one room. And you're going to scroll down and look for the listings. So here they are. Again, as I mentioned, this here is for a high deposit and no rent. And right here is for a smaller deposit and rent. So let's go ahead and check out what they have. And here is the list. Right here, it's going to tell you a lot of the information. For example, the size here. So let's see. Ooh, here's a good one. Let's choose this one and click on that. Sometimes they'll have pictures, sometimes they won't. Alright, so here's the size, very nice. And the real estate agent information, the map. Let's look at a couple pictures. Alright, looks good. Sure, I want to go see that in person. And of course, here's a number. Scroll down for more information. 30,000 won, 30,000 won maintenance fee. And that's it. That's pretty much how you find an apartment. There is another website, but I prefer Naver and Zigbang.com. Okay, Mesmi, that is way too expensive. I am only going to be in Korea for a few months, so show me how to get a Goshiwon. Alright, now, if you're looking for a Goshiwon, let's look for some at goshipages.com. Let's see if we can find something in Seoul. So a popular area is Hongdae, so let's find something near Hongik University. And here we go. Here you can see the monthly payment. Scroll down to see what you like. I'm just gonna go ahead and choose this one right here. Now, there's a lot of info and pictures, so let's take a look at the pictures. Okay, see, small dormitory, pretty good. Okay, and now let's see what it includes. So, of course, it has an English description followed by the facility. So you got Wi-Fi, a lot of real cool stuff, and you got some free food right there. So yeah, if you're interested, all you gotta do is look at your map and just contact them and you're all set to go. So of course you need an account or just log in if you already have one. Alright, so here's another one, and you might ask yourself why some of them are more expensive. Well, of course, the size, and also if you want a private bathroom, that's going to be a little bit more pricey, as well as a window. So that's the reason why some of them are more expensive than the others. I definitely recommend this one if you are going to be here for a couple months and you don't want to share a room on campus with like 3 other people, so it's pretty cramped. So this is definitely a really good choice. And yeah, good luck. that is all for today. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this was sort of helpful for you. If any people living in Korea have other suggestions of where to find housing, please put it down in the comments so other people can see it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you soon and have a great week. Bye bye.